off, guys, I'm going to apologize for my disappearing act. I've been busy. Two big reasons why I haven't been on the tubes. Reason number one is because I had 2-week Army training. And reason number two, I needed to replace a part on my bike. And I finally got that part. It's been replaced. It's in working order. All is well with Charlotte. So it's a late night ride. I have to work tomorrow night. So you guys deserved a little ridey poo. So this was after my first deployment. And we had just gotten a new dog. Her name is Zoe. And it's that summer that we had our dog. And I'm over at my wife's grandfather's house. But my wife calls me and she says, I think there's a gas leak. I'm like, okay, I'll be over in a little bit. So I show up. I smelled it too. And it did. It smelled like natural gas, which in case you don't know what that smells like, it smells like a eggy fart. So we called the non-emergency line for the police department and told them that we think we have a natural gas leak. Usually they send the fire department, but for some reason they sent the Popo. So the Popo show up and he's like, oh, I don't smell anything. Nothing, not at all. Okay, whatever, you know, just call me back if you smell it again. Okay, so he leaves. We smell it again not too long after he leaves. But here's the kicker. Little Miss Zoe the dog walked into the room right as I smelled the sulfury, eggy fart smell. We had come to the conclusion that little Miss Zoe had a gas issue at the time. And apparently, this dog does not tolerate eating cheese, which we had given her that day. We called the police department for a natural gas leak, which was not a lie. There was a natural gas leak out of my dog's butthole. So what have you guys been up to? Man, I don't even know what to talk about. It's been gone for so long. I miss you guys. Lots of things have happened. In case you haven't seen my latest video, Mr. Noah is eating baby food, which my wife isn't too thrilled about, but I think it's awesome. You know, he's developing, he's going to be up moving around soon. And she's pretty sure that he said kitty cat today. And if that's the truth, then we're going to have to consider that his first words, kitty cat. Guys, I made a rookie motor vlogger mistake the other day. I had to go to Columbus to make up some drill time that I missed. I took my bike, thought I'd get a video out of the deal. It's a good 45-minute ride. So I had my cameras ready and my voice recorder. I had it all plugged in. Cameras, turned them on. Turned on my voice recorder, tried syncing them up, getting ready to put my voice recorder back into my pocket, and I realized that the batteries in my voice recorder were dead. So I did take video anyway, just in case something happened, and nothing did, so I'm not even gonna review the footage. Dang it. This sucks. There's a cop. I don't know if I said this before, but in Nebraska, motorcycles cannot run red lights, no matter what the situation is. There's a cop down the street. You know what? There's nobody behind me. We're just going to do this puppy right here. I don't care what you think. I do my own thing. No. So when I was like 10 years old and in school, my dad was the one that took me to school every day. At the time, I did not know that I was lactose intolerant, and I had cereal and milk every single morning. It's my favorite breakfast thing. So just like any other day, I have cereal and milk, finish my milk, and we're getting ready to go to school. And my dad, he stops for a second and he listens. And he just keeps moving, no big deal. And then he stops again. He goes, what the heck is that? He used more colorful words, but I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, that noise. We were in his truck at the time. And I go, I farted. And he goes, well, knock it off. I thought something was wrong with the vehicle. Now let me tell you, when I was that young, I only farted silently, or they were extremely squeaky and high-pitched sounds. And I don't do that anymore. Now they're loud and boisterous. Even when I think they're going to be silent, they're just like monster farts, which I'm okay with. I think farts are hilarious. But anyway, I was just laughing at my dad because he was so mad at the fact that my fart sounded like something was wrong with his truck. And that happened for years. Even in the house, he'd be like, "What was that noise?" I said, "I farted. I thought something was wrong with the house." Every time that happened. Doesn't happen anymore. But I'm still lactose intolerant. So another thing that I just thought about, my friend on Instagram, who's actually one of my army buddies, who was trying to get his cat back home from Afghanistan, he got his cat. And she has arrived. And she is in good health. It is a she, and her name is Gerald. And here's a story on Gerald. When we were in Afghanistan, there was this program called the Feline Force Protection Program. Now, civilians and all that, it didn't matter so much, but military, they had strict orders to not touch any of the animals that are in Afghanistan. They may have had their rabies shot, but you still don't know what other diseases they may be carrying. Anyway, naturally, most of the soldiers fell in love with some kind of an animal, not all of them. Well, me and my friend fell in love with this little kitty named Gerald. That cat was old enough to be a general, I tell you what. And I'm, honestly surprised that she made it alive, because I thought that she was pretty old and broken, that she may not make it through the flight and all that. But another funny story is, like, as soon as she got home, my friend, he gave her an entire can of cat food and she devoured the entire thing, making a mess, of course, like any hungry animal would. And he posts a lot on Snapchat, and if he wants me to, I'll make his Snapchat available. Otherwise, he probably don't want me to, because, we're in the military, we'd like to keep our lives private, except for me. Every video he posts is like of her eating, sleeping, or pooping. Yes, he posted a picture of her pooping. And that's funny because they did not grow up together, but my friend eats like a horse. Of course, he works out really, he does a lot of working out too, so he needs the calories. But my friend also poops a lot and likes to tell me about it. And of course, this cat eats, and immediately after she eats, she poops. So they're like a match made in heaven. It's amazing. Two creatures, totally different species, worlds apart from each other, and they're basically twins. Isn't that weird? She was a sweetheart. Well, fellas and fellettes, fellow motovloggers, YouTubers, and random people that are watching this video, thank you for watching. If you're subscribed, thank you. If not, why? Please make sure you like this video so that I know that my content is good. If you don't like this video, well, I really don't care. I love you all, and in light of today's stories, remember to never hold in a fart. You might make a funny story out of it.